Alrighty folks, here in the 6110M, about to do my first work with it. I'm fixing to go down this old logging road, if you want to call it that, down in here to what we call the bottoms to get my first load of hay out with it. Just getting acquainted with it. I got it up to a little over 20 mile an hour on the road coming over here, and that was at its top gear, and at about 1700 RPM. It runs really smooth on the road. I was very surprised. With these big wide tires, I didn't know how well it would handle, but anyway, so far so good. I am hearing the plastic in here is kind of, I don't know if I'll say creaking, but you can hear it kind of rubbing and flexing a little bit. I guess just the way it's put together, but yeah, it's starting to rain a little bit now. It does have the rear windshield wiper, so use that if I need to. Yeah, I came through my uncle's property here to come down here. The one I row crop with. I have several uncles, by the way. I don't know if I've ever said that, but you may hear me say uncle a lot. It could be one of several, but anyway, I almost got past his shop and he popped out. He heard this new tractor. We were looking it over, and like I said, he's going to be doing the majority of the row crops next year. I'm still debating if I'm going to be doing any or not for next year, but him and I have an agreement on the combine that I don't know if I've talked about yet or not, but anyway, we agreed on something there in case I do some more row crops on a little bit smaller scale. Like I said, I'm going full-blown hay next year. That's still the plan. And next year's going to be a little tough establishing some of these fields and getting them going, but you know, should be able to get some hay off of my hoe unless we have bad drought again. But anyway, I have some insurance in place now for that on the hay ground, so if it does drought again, hopefully I will get some insurance there on that, and that'll keep me alive and going. But anyway, he got him. What I was getting to is he got him a seed drill finally. You know, we were using just my seed drill, and you know, I sold the 10-footer and got that small one. And he had been debating on getting a planter or a drill or whatnot, and he got him a seed drill. So I was in there in the shop looking at it. Got one local and in really nice shape. It's a Thai brand, and it's pretty similar to the Great Plains. There's a few little differences, but it's real similar. So I seemed pretty happy about it and finding it. So anyway, well, I'm getting used to the gears here in the tractor. Like I said, I'm not used to having 6 ranges, so I'm in C range right now in gear 3, and it seems to be the range to run down the mountain here. So looks like I'm going to be in C and D a lot for field work. I'm not sure how much they overlap. I have to look at a chart. That's probably a speed chart in the manual I haven't looked at yet, but anyway, just getting down the road here in it. Hopefully I don't run across a tree or anything that's down before I get to the bottom. We did have the storms the other day, but heater works good. It's getting kind of cold outside. I was standing out there with him. It's drizzling a little bit, and got chilly. But anywho, I just wanted to try to get some video of my first usage of the 6110E on here, and kind of give out some first impressions. I'm feeling more and more like this was the right tractor to go with at the moment. And I think my uncle's a die-hard Deere guy. He's got several. Like I said, he's still got a 6330. It's a non-premium. I think he had a little bit of a smile on his face to see me go back with the Deere. So anyway, it's kind of an interesting shifter in this tractor with the buttons on the side. I do like the D-clutch button, but the other, the shifter that was in the 6330 premium, the same ones in my uncle's non-premium, the buttons were on the top, kind of like this loader joystick. So I had got kind of used to them being on the top. Same with the Massey on the joystick. So these are kind of around the side here. So, and I'm gonna have to learn that this D-clutch button is not the gear shift. I hit that earlier and I was like, it ain't shifting. I was D-clutching it. But anyway, that's what I was doing. But yeah, I've got it full drive now. Just easing down this hill. It is a little tacky from the range of the day. Of course, it's raining now. So I'm getting down here a little later than I meant to. I spent a little bit more time going over the tractor than I had initially planned. I went ahead and checked the air in the tires, and like I said, checked all the fluids. I wound up having to pull that drawbar out, and that clevis type hitch on top, I did wind up having to unbolt that to be able to hook up to the hay wagon here. So it just took me a little bit. Took me a little longer to get down here. Of course, I talked to my uncle there for a little bit, so I don't know if I'm going to get all this hay out today or not, but I'm going to try to, and get what we get out anyway. Like I said, once it starts to get muddy down here, it's kind of a race to get this out, because it does get to be a little bit of a challenge to pull that amount of weight out of here. So this will be a good test for this tractor today, to pull this out. And also mud will clog up between the tires and the bottom of the hay bales too. It's like putting the brakes on this hay wagon. So that's the deal. But anyway, I'll mosey my way on down here. It's washed fairly good. So I've got the new hay fork on. The one y'all seen in an earlier video. It's got the 3 full-length spears on. So we'll be using that for the first time today. See how I like that. Several of you commented about taking the bottom 2 out, keeping them as spares. I kind of like that idea. And there goes a crazy armadillo. I'm about to wage war on armadillos while I'm talking about it. I hate these things. I don't know if any of y'all else here in the southeast are dealing with them, but them things are multiplying like no tomorrow. And when I get caught up here a little bit, I'm gonna get my one of my guns and wage war on these armadillos one day. I do not like these things. They tear up the ground like you wouldn't believe, and they dig holes everywhere. But anyway, I don't know what you can see out the back here, but it has washed a good bit. I'm just trying to take it easy down through here. Oh no, I just feel at home in this cab. Like I said, if the R would have been nice, but this is everything I need. I mean, and probably a little more than I need, but I like it. I think I'm gonna like this a lot. I don't know. I know a lot of you didn't want me to go back to Deere and didn't want to see me leave Massey. But I don't know. I just grew up in Deere's and grew up used to the green paint, and I don't know. I like it. I just hope this one holds up well. Only time will tell. But yeah. Water in the creek. Creek's flowing finally. I think I was a couple of videos I came down through here. Y'all seen me. Oh man, there's a tree limb. Well, shoot, it's a whole tree. Huh. If I can move that or not. Oh, I have some bales. I have some bales across the creek here. It ain't many. And I've got somewhat of a. There's a tree. Let me. Let's learn here. There's what I got across the creek area. There's a tree. It's just the top of that tree. I may can push that out with this hay fork enough to get by, but I have another little trail right here, and I'm gonna back this trailer up and see if I can make that turn and get back in this other field. Because I don't need this wagon between me trying to get that moved. So back this up. A bit of a tight turn. I was afraid I was going to run into something down there. I didn't think it would be there. Wagon over to that side so I can make that turn. The bushes there. If I make this turn or not. At the moment. pressure is in. Is the wagon gonna make it? Boy, barely got it in. Alright. I'll just go over here and get a load of hay off on the next trip down. Try to see if I can. I'm making, I'm going to bring a saw down here with me on the back. I may have to cut that. I'll see if I can get it moved. I wanted to get those bales out because the creek has a tendency to flood in the winter. And, I wanted to make sure I get the bales at all these low areas for that reason, because I don't need, sure don't need these bales to flood. So, anyway, but anywho, we're down here, not across the creek, but we're down, so we'll get a load right here, have this little spot, and I'll flip the camera around and let y'all get a little bit of a front view and me loading these bales here in just a minute. Alright folks, give you a little bit of a shot looking forward here a little bit, how much you can see of that. Not sure how well I like this new hay fork. My bales are so tight with 3 large spears that if I go all the way in the bale, I about can't get it back out once I set it on the trailer. It's not enough friction on the trailer, plus it's wet right now to hold the bale for me to pull the spears out. So anyway, getting used to that, so it may be best that I take them other 2 out and just have one. I don't know. But it seems that if I put them in part way, it seems to be alright. Running in Deere range, so seems to be the best range of gears, the speeds at which I'm wanting to travel. Reverser seems to be set well. Stay in place. There we go. Having to feather this thing a little bit on that fork. quit raining for the moment. I think there's a high chance of rain leading up towards about 5 o'clock, so it's probably coming. But yeah, so far so good. Seems handled pretty well with the bells. The interesting part will be getting up the road here in a minute. I'll share that with you once I get finished loading up here in just a minute.